Hey everyone, this is the very first video in a series of short videos on data analysis. And this video is just on importing raw data and how to create cover sheets. So really simple and really quick. Let's first go look at some data that was downloaded. So if you're having people answer surveys in SurveyMonkey, or maybe you're using Google Forms, when you download the SurveyMonkey data, or when you transfer the Google Forms data to a Google Sheet data, you're going to get a spreadsheet that looks something like this. Each row is going to be a person who responded to the survey. And the first column is going to be the column headers. So here, each of the column headers is a question from your survey. And then down each column are the responses that each of your people who took the survey gave. And before we do any analysis here with this data, the first thing that I want to do is create a cover sheet. The reason that you want a cover sheet is because it is really easy to start losing track of what data you did where and where the data came from and why you even analyzed it. So a really nice thing to do is to create these data sheets. And a data sheet is going to have maybe the title of the survey here. So this is a survey from a resume building and job searching course. I invented an instructor, a survey date, and I put that the data was analyzed by me on March 26, 23. Another thing that I did is I put down here all the different kinds of survey responses that people could use when answering the survey. I could see maybe putting a list of all the questions or something here on the survey. And then for you guys especially, I went ahead and filled in all the different kinds of formulas that are used in analyzing this data. And so as we analyze this data, we're going to learn how to do simple addition. We're going to learn how to count all the non-blank cells in a column. We're going to learn to count cells in a column that meet a certain condition, like maybe how many of the responses in this column are strongly disagree. Here, we're going to actually learn to count the responses in one column depending on the answer in another. So an example of that might be how many women strongly disagreed to a particular question. We're also going to learn how to do simple averages, and finally, how to do basic division in order to calculate percentages. I'm also making a note here that all the data that we're using is in whole numbers, and we're not going to use any decimal points today. Now, how do you actually create the sheet like this? Well, it's very, very simple. You're going to sit here and you're going to push the plus button down here, and you'll get a blank sheet. If you double click into that blank sheet, then you could name that sheet. And then all you need to do is come up here to view and unclick grid lines. And when you do that, the page becomes blank and it ends up looking just like a sheet of paper that you can fill in to have it say anything that you want, anything that's helpful. And this is really helpful even if you have a really nice name for your file. I really encourage you to use cover sheets. Okay, on to the next video.